Okay. Let's see. Hopefully everything's working. This is a new mic, so hopefully I sound good. Okay. We're going to be starting off strong, and we're going to be heading right into danger. Oh, but it looks like textures need load. Interesting. Okay, there's a pirate beacon. I do believe that is a base. I do not know why my textures are gone right now. I haven't tried this game while streaming. This may not work out, but we shall see. Starting to bow. Port side, starboard side, everything looks good. Okay. I think everything loaded in texture-wise now, so... I do sense a lack of frames. Little landing bay. And then inside is an airlock system. I know in the real Visby there's like 3 doors in the back, but that's how that works. Here's cryopod. Some displays. I haven't actually tuned all the displays. This is the old Visby, technically. It doesn't have all the new stuff, it just has the new blueprints. So like... Ah, there we go, okay. Now the projector has the new blueprint. Much better, much better. Okay. Here's the armory and the little area. Medical. Has some supplies in it. Oh, I guess not this one. Ah, here's the one that has supplies. Where's the rest of my medikit stuff? There we are. Okay. I got some good loot on this safe so far. Okay. Here's the forward airlock. The ship can handle a crew of 4. It is best managed by at least 1 person. 2 people's pretty good. 4 is about the max. 8 technically can sleep in the ship. If 4 people are in the cryopods, 4 are asleep, so max crew size of 8, but any more than that would be getting crowded because they wouldn't be able to stay on the ship. Here's the lower deck. Here's the front deck. Has survival block. Very terrible place for the survival block, by the way, but I digress. Some vertical thruster ports. Cheap way to add stuff. And here's the engine bay with repair shelves nearby. I stuff ice in here, and then it goes into hydrogen engines here. And that leads back to up here. These aren't true airlocks. I don't want to have to put buttons on the outside, so it just wastes oxygen, but oxygen isn't too important since this thing is hydrogen fueled. If anything, I like emptying out the oxygen tanks. Not realistic, but this ship is survival ready, so. It comes with a few downsides like that. Alright. Let's start off by heading towards the ship. Well, pirate base. Turn off AI defense block. Now, what is my orientation going into this? I remember on the ship I have to aim way higher than I actually want to hit. Anything else? Oh, there's turrets inside of you. I'm a little scared. Okay. Where are you? Okay, so you're in that corner. I know there's another turret somewhere, because I've been in these bases a lot. Oh gosh, I do not want you hitting my... Oh, we have bandits, I think. Why aren't my... Did I really miss all that? How am I missing this? Okay, it's definitely dead now. That was a waste of rockets. Why are my main turrets not firing? How much damage I take? That's a lot of damage. I didn't want to take this much damage. Well, we're still pressurized, so... Okay. Hello, coffee-flavored apples. Long time no see. Welcome to space. Okay. Let's see where this darn turret is. The left, I do believe. Yep. I think I sniped the antenna, so we shouldn't see any, Oh, nope, we haven't. Okay, that antenna's gone. Is there another one? No, there's another one. I don't really want to die, so... Small steel tubes, you say? Don't shoot me. I know you're trying to shoot the thing, but... Okay, well... Well, now I know where it is, so... Let's light him up. Okay, let's go claim this grid before something bad happens. Claim NPC grid. Nice, I wish I had that a second ago. We'll start looting. Is this one full? This one is full. I like this ship because it's really easy to get in and out of the bridge. Proximity alert. Enemies nearby. Oh, that's unfortunate. Okay, time to take this place apart. Repark the Arctic Fox. need like a basic refinery or something for the scrap metal. Usually I use a refinery, but I don't have a refinery. Usually I turn off gravity whenever I'm looting like this, but we're gonna completely salvage this thing. Especially after all the trouble we had. Drop off this lore into my locker. My lore locker. Boop. Is this expert or proficient? Proficient, okay. I thought it was the elite or whatever it is. The platinum tiered one. I play this world, but like in a dual survival, separate save. And with Trevor, as like a co-op. And it's pretty good. A crew of 2 definitely is a lot easier than a crew of 1. I might scum safe a little bit if I'm completely eliminated, or I might spawn in the Mogami as a upgraded ship, since that's a frigate, and handle more beef. Oh, the Visby has done good in a 3v1. Cosmic coffee.
Inventory full.
Backup eyes. Oh, they're both full. Our dual world, one of them is almost empty. I originally started this world with default settings, then I switched it to realistic, then I hated it. So I switched back to, I think 10 times inventory setting, and then everything else is 2 times speed, I think. Some weapons, not enough rockets to make up what we invested.
Inventory full.
That's a shame. If we can't use some of this to fix what we're missing. A bulletproof glass, do I? believe you get the frozen armor treatment. What else are you missing? Anything else you're missing? More unfinished blocks up here? Okay. Hopefully you're good. Now to actually fix the Visby. Oh, you almost broke again. It's always the Gatling turrets in the front that break. That's why I lost all my ammo. I have a stupid amount of rockets right now. I did have an escort ship for a little bit. I had set to follow me, but then it crashed in an asteroid, and then I got raided by pirate drones, and it blew up the hydrogen tank for my escort ship. I was kind of sad, because I had to build that ship in survival, so I didn't have, like, a blueprint backup. It was a small ship, but it had a refinery and assembler. I plan to remake it, but make it based on a real, like, escort ship, I guess. Or a barge or something, I guess.
Energy low.
I'm gonna turn off the automatic door timer because it gets annoying. Timer, door off. There we go. Looks like stream is actually working, so I was actually going to give up on it, but it looks like it's working out, so huzzah. I did lose a rocket launcher. As long as I don't lose the ammo crate, that would suck. I think I moved all the ammo to the back crate though, because I already lost the front crate like twice. And I had to go look for the little crate individually. Oh my gosh, this almost popped. Motor display. I know, Alarm. You're angry. I haven't played much of Space Engineers 2, but I am a little bit concerned that the welder is going to be even more annoying sounding. Right now it's pretty annoying. I don't know if it's really loud and obnoxious for you guys. If it is, I'll turn down the sound effects, because it's the one thing that annoys me, is the welder is really loud. It is satisfying to look at the welding, but the sound of the welding, it's not as bad as nails on the chalkboard, as people would say, but it's somewhere around those lines. hate point defense turrets. The interior turrets always do this. Damage every single block by a little bit, hiding the real damage. Oh gosh. That hurt.
Energy low.
I do kind of like the concept of in Space Engineers 2 that you can start with nothing. I think it'd work better if there was like resources that spawned around that you could craft into a basic kit. I'm gonna do a little bit more looting.
Energy critical. Inventory full.
That alarm will turn off once I take out the blocks. But first I need to fix ya. Visby isn't happy. She got some holes in her Gaia does. Luckily last time I checked, we were pressurized. It's like scratching an itch. You have to chase the itch. A very proper space engineer, as I do say so myself. Treating this like if I'm giving a massage to the ship. Chasing the itch. Or maybe that's just like how I like my back scratched. Do-do-do-do-do. The blueprint does not have that text on it, so... Pretty easy space battle. Sorry. There we go. Talking to myself during streams has never been easy for me. There we go. when those ones are damaged. It's the worst. Oh, did I lose pressure? I might have lost pressurization. In the front, at least, the bow. The bow of the ship. I like saying bow, though. Some of this is damaged pretty bad.
Energy low.
If I leave that alarm for 30 minutes, it turns off by itself. So at that point, I've been alerted. I need to add a broadcaster controller to the ship computer. It's a small block computer though, so sometimes it doesn't detect things properly. The ship doesn't have a lot of spare room for large blocks anymore. Except on the outside. I like the sleek
Energy
look.
critical.
Most ships in Space Juniors don't have this, like, sleek, flat look. But I think it really benefits the ship because it prevents bullets from, like, touching it. Also because this isn't like a normal ship. It's very much set up for, like, military action. Not cargo hauling or anything else in particular. It has the minimum requirements of a hangar.
No energy.
Oh shoot. Energy. I should have listened to that alert. Where is this missing block? Oh. The railing, of course. That's fine. That's everything. Let's put away our scrap. And our loot. Let's save just in case things go wrong. I'm actually going to save this as checkpoint 5. Since checkpoint 4 was, like, the rating of this place. Not having an assembler makes this a little bit of a challenge, because then I have to, like, do everything the slow and painful way. What's missing? What do you mean you're missing? Okay, we should be good there. You're not gonna give that to me. I have to put it on this side. Now we can loot the space in peace. I will admit coffee flavored apples. Hearing myself also like poses great pain. I think everyone thinks they sound different. Like in my head, I have like this super like seductive like low voice that makes me like feel very confident in what I say, and then I hear myself and I'm like, oh, I just sound like, I don't know. I sound like a crazy person saying crazy things. Some free silicon. Not too good. Not awful, but I'll put it in the stern, the stem of the ship, I think is what this part is called, so the survival block can take it. I think this is the third pirate base in the save that I've raided. It's like a space prison, in case you haven't like looked at all the little lore inside. That one engineer I looted, he's usually like sitting right here. His dead body has like all that information on it. This is the prison. As you can see. Presumably, they were sharing a cell with these guys, I guess. And then broke out. If I remember correctly, I think they broke out, and then, oh, you almost have it. Oh. Yeah. I bet there's some extra lore behind it, but I don't know all the Space Engineers' default lore. I usually create my own.
Energy low.
Energy low. I still have enough time. So I like to turn off my door timer so that I can just recharge here without having to open and close the airlock over and over again. Man, I can't carry much. Man, oh man. Okay. Let's see. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. Ooh, I wonder if there's prototech in here. Ah, there is prototech in here. My favorite kind of prototech. Let's see if it has the same... Get this to the cooperative. Proof of what we've been warning them about. They're here. That is some good lore.
Inventory full.
Inventory full. Oh, I'm out of space. Okay, so you're going in this one. And now you're going in this one. And now you're going in this one. Am I really that full? The rest of this will go into my captain's quarters. Let's save. This alarm is persistent. I'm still missing blocks? Or is it just the railing again? Okay. I wish there was a voxel editor in survival. I remember back in the day, I would cosplay as a space pirate. Well, roleplay is one, I guess. And I'd attack cargo. I'd attack cargo ships and then loot them and take them back to the mothership, grind them down, repeat. Pretty easy back then. There's no AI block, so like ships wouldn't fly like auto-magically. Still have more silicon? Man, that's... I forgot about that. I'm so distracted. All those are full. This one's almost full too, so I'm gonna have to start looking for someone to trade with. There's not a lot of places to trade in space. Or at least I seem to be unable to find anything. We're almost done here. I do like my 3x3 floors. That signal's nearby, I'll go get it.
Inventory full.
I'll give it a second. I never get anything out of them, but we are gamblers here. We do play the D&D. We do roll the dice. Let me go pick up those components that fell down. You never know when I'll need more large steel tubes.
Energy low.
Well, darn. Okay, well, I have to make another trip real quick. Hopefully I don't have to start filling up the front. I don't like filling up the front because it often blows up. The last of this. This too. Usually I'd buy a cola, but for funsies, but I don't need it right now. Okay, let's go get that thing. I say as I go back to pick up components that fell on the ground. Prototech away and we'll go get that unknown signal. We're hoping for big money. I doubt we'll get anything from this, but it might be because I think I have all of the skins, or at least most of them, except for like some of the ultra rare ones, because I didn't used to play this for a long time. Ooh. Okay. Shoot, I'm almost out of energy actually. Keep saying I'm gonna do something and then I don't. Let's not die to gravity. Not today, gravity. Well. Ah. Hello, Skull Reaper founder. Very happy. I have views. Let's go get this unknown signal. Shouldn't take too long with a proficient grinder. Wish I had an elite, but one can hope that this unknown signal will have it. My day is pretty good right now. 3, 2, 1, and inertia dampeners every time. Oh, this is like a little solar kite. Let's see what we get. And nothing, as usual. For this injustice, you will be ground down. Little do you know, that was my plan all along. Remember there used to be a time when unknown signals would run away from you? I hated it with all my heart. It was awful. There's like a few unknown signals in space, and if you got near it, it would be like, wee, I ran away. I think there's even one that tries to shoot at you, or at least aims at you. I think they still have it, but I don't think it shoots at you anymore. It does whatever it used to do that was annoying. It's like a Clyde bot or whatever. Oh? YouTube has an error. It says it's not receiving enough video.
Inventory full.
But it's nice to live stream again. I haven't live streamed in a long, long time. I don't have any New Year's resolutions. Maybe it should be that I will try to stream this year. Once a month at least. I think I can commit to once a month. I've been rather busy. Things have been hard throughout the year. My investments have hit a little bit of a snag. Still net positive. There's not as much as I was heading before. I'm up like 55 or 60%, I think. When I was set to be 80. I know that's ambitious, but this year has been pretty good. I did even better in 2024, so... And we're almost done here. Is the alarm finally off? We do not want the Factorum. Okay, well, our ship says objective complete. We are good. We followed them out.
Energy low.
Okay, let's save again. I'm gonna double save. Okay, is things back? Is everything good? YouTube says stream is healthy. Why are you lying, YouTube? Okay, well, this is a test stream, so be prepared for things like that. I'll show off the Arctic Fox a little bit. So this thing has 2 drills, very good front armor basically. If I lose all my weapons, I can also ram with them, because drills are pretty OP. Well, not so much small ship ones, but large ship ones definitely. And then I have these lovely autocannons, which shred through everything, including large grid blocks. Spotlights, faction flag. A little bit of damage, apparently. Is the projector on? It is on. I'm surprised it didn't show that damage. The ship has airlock controllers and a projector screen. Sound blocks to alert me to it. And it has undo. Okay. Okay, it should be working now. Have a new beacon up. I want to double save. Checkpoint 4, and now checkpoint 5, and now we never go back to 4. Sadness. I don't think I've seen this encounter. Or at least I don't remember it. I remember most of the old ones, like the cargo ships, but some of the new pirate ones I don't know. I guess they're not really new to most people, though. Okay. Well, after this encounter, we'll see if it's still working. If the stream's down, then the stream's down, and we'll end it here. Why are my turrets not shooting? Okay, I might be in trouble. Now my turrets are shooting at them. Invoking emergency jump. Why weren't the turrets shooting? They were on. Did I run out of ammo, finally? I might have ran out of ammo. Let's see. No, I had ammo. So turrets. So your turrets are on. Power systems. I mean, most of them go for power systems. At the solid cannons go for weapons, usually. don't know why they weren't shooting. That was disabled. Okay. We're gonna try that one more time. As I said, we will try to save scum a little bit. We'll see if maybe I can get the turrets to work this time. The ship wasn't made to min-max, but it definitely doesn't do that poorly in battle. Usually I lose the Gatling turrets and a little bit of the front end, a little bit of the side, and everything's okay even in a pretty bad battle. I've had this ship take down the red frigate. Not easily. Artillery turrets do hurt. I don't want to fly too good either, because then it's not fun if I don't take any damage. Artillery hurts. It's actually shooting. This encounter changed a lot. I could have sworn that the space was also a different color. It's probably some of the procedural settings. Oh shoot. A little bit of damage. Some missing blocks in the back. Oh, I lost my ice container. Oh shoot. That was a missile. My point defense is probably out of ammo. Gatling turrets. Is that everything? To shoot at me anymore. Okay, well, we survived this, but I wouldn't say that we necessarily won as well as we could have. I disarmed that one ship, and I should have grinded it up. This base doesn't look like it has much. I don't think I've raided this type of base. I think I've always gotten in a fight with the drones, got distracted, and then flew too far away to, leave a waypoint. Okay, well this time is different. We are going to take down this. Also, this ship is just at 2. explode immediately. We lost our survival block in the front. The Mogami doesn't have such a weakness. The Corvette's supposed to be light, cheap, and easy to deal with. We definitely still took a lot of damage, though. We lost a lot of our components we just looted. Sad. Sad times. When I do AI battles, usually I have the Corvette as like 2 of them. And they do pretty good together. Sometimes they'll bump heads, because the AIs are not very smart, but they usually are pretty good about not doing too much. They also can fly in planet atmosphere, which is important. They are a pure hydrogen system, so not as good as like a reactor-based system. Man, I took a lot of front-end damage. But this time I didn't lose my Gatlings. Okay, well, let's go take the Arctic Fox and take out any of their interior turrets. Scared. Okay. Let's hope there's no more turrets.
Inventory full. Inventory full.
Okay. So we didn't take much damage from the actual ship. It was the artillery turret that hurt us last time. I used to build all my ships out of heavy armor, and I've slowly got to the point where I do pure light armor. Just because it's easy to repair, easy to build, easy to print. Angular ships like this are not easy to print, though. They're easy to repair, but not easy to print. I do think with better piloting skills, if I purposefully tried hard, you could basically take no damage except for Gatling gun and interior turrets. And railguns, I guess. These railgun droids didn't show up this time.
Inventory full.
If you want, I can also show you the Mogami. The Mogami is a much sturdier ship than this one. They are based on their real-life components, and they're pretty good. I feel like they're quite accurate. They perform as advertised. They're fun to be in, though. That's a fun thing. Like, if you have one crew in a Visby, and another crew in a Visby, and you're battling each other, it feels like a lot of fun. Especially if you let the AI kind of like control things and... and you kind of just act out like the crew. It's quite a bit of fun, actually. We lost you too. I'm not going to invoke the protocol where I depressurize the entire ship. Depressurize this part of the ship, though. We're still alive as long as the ship computer's up, because that's the only thing that the repair block can't repair. I could set up a self-repair like block on the thing, but yeah. I'm also working with limited weapons. This ship could easily have more weapons like conveyored on the sides and such. The downside to that is then it's not like balanced in like a dual setting, which is what the ship is set up for. One person's in a ship. It's a crew v crew battle, basically. Oh my gosh.
Inventory full.
And just like that, I think we're almost done. Okay. I guess we'll be brave. I know I lost a lot of resources there, probably. Oh, they're still here. Magnesium. That means more bullets. Except I can't make bullets in this ship. This is a warship. It doesn't have an escort, so I'll have to build a assembler or something. That'll probably take too much time, so I'm probably going to save this here. Well, let's gamble first. We'll go check out this. Is this one of my cargo containers? Space credits, yes. That looks sus over there. Are these some of my long
Energy
lost
low.
cargoes? They are not. They're the enemy's cargoes. Okay. I'll take apart the ship off stream, and I'll show you guys the Mogami. I at least want to put it on the stream so that you guys can see it. This is the new ship I'm working on in creative mode. It has a confusing stair layout. I might have to redo the whole thing. It's still early in the build, as you can see. I only have some of the decks planned out fully. I have the core systems ready, though. Like, this ship could be used in battle, but it'd die immediately. This one actually has nuclear reactors for some fission. Not fusion, but fission. And then, yeah. This is what I have planned for the bridge so far. Something around those lines. I have medbay planned out. Yeah, that's Renai Type 55 Destroyer. I know that NATO classifies it as a cruiser, but let's do the Mogami. Even the Mogami I haven't fully prepared for survival. If I could rotate it. As you can see, the Mogami is quite different. It has a lot more oomph. It has 2 artillery turrets instead of 1, and it has a lot of assault cannon. I'll give you a tour of the inside. So you'd board the ship through either side. Admins would deal with you here. You'd be free to enter the cafeteria. This is the covered hangar. It's also pressurized with blast shield doors at the bottom. Even with this gap, it has floor blocks connected, so still pressurized. Lots of storage. I like this storage because it allows me to actually play with these ships in survival. Little cockpit, like overseeing everything. These airlocks don't actually function, they just have green and red lights to turn on and off, so it's just aesthetic to warn people if it's pressurized or not. I have med bays and stuff. Survival blocks and all that. No assemblers, once again. So this isn't like the best ship to go solo survival in. But it makes a really good warship. Or faction base, I guess. See, airlocks aren't actually set up properly. The ship is properly pressurized, but it's not the same. This is the bridge connector. It connects both of the outer port side and starboard airlocks, and it leads to the front. Another ship computer. they're targeting, like, here. And I do plan to have each of these, like, see, this is why it's not fully programmed. The screens aren't changed the way I like them or anything. But each one of these cockpits would control a gun. There's this, like, little hallway chamber that's, it's, not pressurized, but it's sealed. And it leads to this outer balcony. The door timer closes all the doors every 10 seconds. To ensure crew doesn't die from suffocation if they don't have a helmet on. You can access all the ammo crates. I don't think there's any that you can't access. Except for one of the Gatling turrets, I think. In the front. Fully furnished interior. The doors do take a lot of PCU, unfortunately, but it makes it feel a lot more immersive. Now this is a Japanese frigate. It's a pretty cool layout. I'll show you the engine base real quick. I would like a full crew to fly this ship around. This is the railgun battle cockpit. Shoot once every 10 minutes. It's good to get an initial strike, but railgun charge is way too slow. Here's the one little reactor. Double jump drive. A little galley. Upper engine area to fix things. Airlock for maintenance tunnels. That leads outside. The actual engine, like, maintenance area. And the engineer can sleep here and shower. So this is a bunch of O2 generators in a row. And a hydrogen engine. You can fix all of these from above. Here's a little airlock to connect to the large cargo container, which has a lot of ice in it. When I built the ships, I built them with realistic settings on them, so that no matter if you take them into like a realistic world or a difficult world, they can function. Yeah, you can work on everything. Very nice little setup. You're offline. Why are you offline, actually? Oh, it's probably because I'm offline, like, or I don't have economy enabled on this one. I think you need economy for that to actually function, for the dispensers to function. And I forget, while it does have, I used a PvP calculator that I made to calculate the damage outputs and health and everything of all these turrets and how they stack up against other kinds of turrets. So this ship has 2 times the amount that the Visby does, PvP value. Even though the ship is like way more costly, I think. No, it's roughly twice the value if you include the Arctic Fox. So we'll put that to the test. Okay, so let's spawn in a Visby. It's not a custom Visby, just the default one. No name tag. Although it is a slightly newer one than the one I had in survival. There's a few blocks that are different here and there. Not much though, not much different.
Warning, enemy detected. Object.
Friendly fire rockets. Friendly fire. Is Mogami actually gonna win? I'll check out its engines. The crew could fix this. Would not be fun. As long as the large turret isn't taken out. It looks like it's a draw, which is how it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be balanced, like 2 Corvettes equal a Mogami, but the Mogami's definitely more of a crewed vessel. Wow, it's sniped that. And the most important container, the ice container. Ooh, it might have been decapitated. Do my other two ships get stuck together? I think they touched. Oh, they did not. Okay. They're really slow, though. They're very stationary because of that. The Mogami and the Corvette are light armor, so it's a lot more satisfying when they get hit. This one's still putting Mac rounds, I mean railgun shots into this one.
Enemy detected. Warning, enemy detected.
I wonder how deep these shots are going. Man, they are hitting pretty deep. Sucks to be in medbay. Was that the final blow? I think that was the final blow. Now it's just living on batteries and hopes and dreams. I designed these ships to be taken out for the most part. The batteries are near the hydrogen thrusters and stuff. Not this one, but like the Mogami and the Corvette. They're dueling ships, so they're more fun to battle with rather than PvP focused only. They're definitely PvE focused, just not pure survival. They're very fun.
Warning, enemy detected. Warning, enemy detected.
Why aren't you guys heading into battle? Do you just not have any weapons left? Mogami might not consider you a threat. Wait, is this Mogami still technically alive? No, it's not. Okay. be slow. Let's make you fast. Take down the Mogami. Broadside way better. That's how it's designed. It doesn't fight as well in AI mode, which does make it a lot more fun to fight against and a lot more fun to fight in. I got too close to an enemy, so the AI took over again. It does not like fighting. This orientation. Let's go back out of this. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to load that. I actually have 2 Mogamis. 4 Visbys, because I'm gonna have them fight against a very, very powerful, it'd be classified as a cruiser, so this is actually an underwhelming force. But it's a frigate from the Healy universe. Steam Workshop. Oh yeah, I'm working on a... As you can see, the Among Us ship. So this is not a fair fight, but it's a fun one. should give it AI blocks, because it doesn't have any. I should give it a roughly even shot of fighting. Looks like it took out some of the Corvettes already. Are you all the way down here? I lost most of its thruster, so it's barely flying. What did one of my Corvettes do? Frigate's actually out of weapons. I think that's why they're not shooting at it anymore. gonna end the stream soon. I'm just having a lot of fun. The projector is still alive. How is the projector alive? Pretty sure by all standard definitions this one's finally gone. Took a lot of fighters though. self-destruct sequence is quite powerful.